Hey, what's up guys, it's Liam on CS Station, and today I'm going to be talking about how to AWP within CSGO. I recently did a video on how not to AWP, and I specifically did that first because so many people have bad habits with it, so I recommend you go and check that out first, especially if you're new to the game. And this video is going to be about how to pick up good habits and what to get into when you first get the game. If you want a real in-depth breakdown, then let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoy the channel. So I think people instantly know when they get the game that the AWP is probably the easiest gun to use, and that's just because it's very powerful. You can stand still, shoot, the bullets go where you're aiming, there's no recoil control, and it's very similar to a lot of other recognizable FPSs in the way that it's used. And if you've played on PC before, this is going to be your go-to gun at the start, and it is the case with most people. Instantly, what you need to realize is that being the AWPer isn't about getting kills and showing off how many kills you've got within the game. It's a very bad thing, and I know a lot of people that specifically use the AWP all the time. They maybe get 20 kills in a game, and then they'll complain that their team are doing nothing. That's because they've not helped their team. They've probably baited the team with the AWP for them kills, and I'm going to tell you how to not do that. On the CT side, the AWP can be used mainly to hold angles. It can be good to be aggressive, but that's more of an advanced thing. And if you are holding angles, you need to know how to do it properly. If you're holding an angle too tightly that your reaction time can't possibly compensate for, you're just throwing the gun away. So don't get into this habit at the start, and make sure that you always give yourself enough reaction time for the person coming around the corner. Also, don't sit somewhere too predictable. This happens a lot, especially at lower ranked, where someone will be sitting there with an AWP and holding an angle, and someone like myself that's an experienced player with another AWP will just walk around, pre-fire it, kill them instantly, and get accusations. Also, what you need to do as early on in the game as you possibly can is really decide if you actually want to be an AWPer and if you're genuinely cut out for it. People see it as a go-to gun to get easy kills, but they don't actually realise that it's a pressure weapon. And when they do realise it, it's too late. It's when they're the last guy alive and they don't know what to do with it. They'll sit in a corner and hope the enemies come to them and try and save it for the next round, generally whiff the shots and then die. This is when you should probably realise the gun isn't for you because you don't really know how to use it. The main thing I'm really trying to say with the AWP is that it's a gun to be used for your team. It's a pressure weapon. It's hard to use, especially when you get to a higher level. Although it's better for easy kills, it's a gun that you got a lot of responsibility of, and you need to understand that responsibility when you take it up. When you're AWPing on the Teeside, and I think it's kind of 50-50 whether people prefer it on T, is that you're trying to do it aggressively. And again, what happens on Teeside a lot of the time is someone will go with an AWP and wait for a peek. Their teammates will then try and get entries onto other sites, and they'll still be sitting somewhere with an AWP. Their teammates will die, they'll call them baiting, and then the other person again with the AWP is left to try and save the gun. Generally they'll whiff their shots and die. Their teammates will then kick them or call them sukas, and the whole thing falls apart. Now, it can be tough as an AWPer, because if you are decent and you buy it and you miss some shots, which always happens for everyone in all situations and every day all the time, people can be douchebags very quickly, and that reasoning is because the gun's so expensive. That's their actual reasoning. They're like, look, this guy's bought this gun, we know it's a power weapon, he's done nothing with it, and you've just got to try to be patient with someone. If they keep buying it the whole game and do nothing, and particularly if they buy it without armor, and although glass AWPing is a thing and is a thing at the competitive level, it's not something people should be doing in competitive play at a low level. It doesn't make much sense. So over 3.5 minutes into this video, the only tip I have really given you is how to hold an angle and make sure you've got enough reaction time to compensate for it. And that's because using the AWP is very much based on the rounds, whether you should have it, whether you've got the opportunity to peek early, and if you're holding the right angles. So the only things I recommend is, of course, don't move and shoot when using the AWP, and crouching is always good as well. If you are crouching with the AWP, you can be moving slightly, and it also has less of a time where you have to stop and shoot, so the bullets are going to go much straighter if you are crouched. Only hold angles that you can kill people from, or else there's not any point at all, and things like reaction time will increase over time as you play the game more. Learn the angles people will be on, learn angles people won't expect you to be, and use them to your advantage. All of this has been shown on screen throughout the whole thing, so you can go back and watch it if you want to, especially the competitive games where you'll see I'm holding specific angles or pushing ones that are equally as good. If you feel like I missed anything, then let me know in the comments section down below, and drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you enjoyed the channel, and have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.